I'm Hans, and this is my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm so sorry that I have been so absent on my channel. I had a kid, and man, when people say when you have a kid, you just don't have time for anything else, that is the truth. There's no doubt about it. I have not had any time to do anything, except I do have one really bit of exciting news. Let's go! I'm going to Norway to ride motorcycles with my brother and my cousin for 2 weeks. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to try to keep you guys posted as much as I can. I'm not sure how the cell service is going to be, but we are taking adventure bikes. We're not taking them, we're renting them when we get there. And we're going to take our adventure bikes and we're going to tour around a bunch of really, really cool, beautiful places. Norway is an interesting place as far as what I could tell. I've kind of done some research online. The roads are pretty narrow. They're a little sketchy, so it's not a place where you want to take like a street bike and go super fast. It is more of an adventure style riding. Most of the time on the roads that we're going to be on, it's going to be between 35 and 55 miles an hour, and that's about where the sounds like the speed limit's going to be. So it's not going to be a super fast-paced video by any means, but it's going to be a lot of fun just to take it, go see some really amazing scenery. I'm going to do my very best to get you guys along with us for the ride, to enjoy the scenery and everything else. My big goal right now, I leave on the 1st, and so my big goal right now is to try to get everything ready. So I just got my helmet set up, so I've got some music in it, which I've never had in that particular helmet. On the other video I did about my helmet and how I got it all set up, nobody really watched it, so I didn't want to bore you guys with it. I do have a Sena headphone set up here so I can listen to music and I can talk to 4 other riders that might have the same or similar setup that can be attached with that. I also have my GoPro set up here with this big GoPro audio block and my microphone here. So I've got a microphone underneath here that will feed right into the camera, so it'll pick up anything I'm saying when I'm riding. So this is really what I was trying to get done today, is all of this stuff, and I tested it all out and it works pretty good. Now I've got my microphone inside my helmet going. I'm curious to see how this sounds with the engine running, and then I also want to turn on my Sena music so I can kind of hear what that sounds like too. So I was right, these headphones blow. I'm kind of bummed. I don't think I'm going to be able to have time to get another set before I leave, but they're not very loud at all and they just sound super tinny. It's been the problem I've had, but I could just take these out altogether and just use my AirPods Pro if I can get them on. The problem is, like, putting those AirPods on with a helmet is they always get loose or fall off and they never sound right. I haven't tried it with my smaller ones, but I can give that a shot. But for now, I know we're only going 30 miles an hour. I can hear the music, but again, just doesn't sound that great. And I don't know that this placement is going to be very good for my camera sitting right here in front. It's on the bottom of my chin, because all you're probably seeing is just what's here, and I'd rather have you up here seeing more of like the scenery. So that's why we're doing this test, so we can see what we should and should not be doing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just say right now we're in some pretty good wind. We're going about 55 miles an hour. I'm curious to see how this microphone sounds. I only have the foam on it right now. I had what they call a dead cat, kind of a fuzzy little microphone cover that was working really well before, but it's so big it doesn't fit on this microphone very well. Now these headphones seem to be getting louder and tinnier, but they don't sound very good again. Just not sounding great. So I don't want to be a complainer, but I'm complaining. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at this. Oh, beautiful out here. Ooh, somebody is doing some burnouts. Ooh, somebody went off the road, it looks like. Oops. And I did some body damage. Can somebody out there please make a set of headphones for playing music that sound decent? Bose or somebody step up. These sound like I'm listening like through a tin can. Yeah, so I'm curious to see how these two mics are going to sound. This is the goal, to do the test. We're going to throw this stuff together, and I'm going to go show you guys what I got as far as my pants and my jacket and stuff like that. And my boots. I got some pretty nice Foma boots. I'm pretty stoked with them. My buddy Brian over at Atomic Moto, called him up and I just said, hey man, I don't know what I need. What do you suggest? Got me all set up. The guy was super cool, gave me the best suggestions on what I should and shouldn't be using and what's going to be waterproof and all that kind of stuff. So it rains a lot in Norway apparently, so I've never had to really worry about the rain. I lived in Portland forever, but I just don't ride when it's cold out. I have a car, so I ride for fun, and usually it's nice, it's like sunny and beautiful like this. You get caught in the rain. You always end up getting caught in the rain here and there, but I have a feeling, based on what I've heard in Norway, is that it gets really rainy and really cold, or it can be hot. Like I just checked the weather in Oslo, 80 degrees, beautiful and sunny, and then on Sunday it was 80 degrees and rainy. So the temperature doesn't change, but it just starts to rain, and like where I live now, if it rained it would cool down quite a bit, but it sounds like there it just kind of rains and you get a day of rain. The Sena was a little disappointing. The headphones that I put in here I thought would be much louder, and everybody that I've seen do reviews have just like raved about how loud they are and how great they are, and they sound terrific, and I think not. I don't think they sound good at all. They sound super tinny, not a lot of bass, and they're, you know, pretty good size for what they are, so I would have kind of expected a little bit more out of them. And then the functionality of it seems pretty basic. It does have a really low profile, which is kind of nice. Doesn't stick out really far. It's going to be great for traveling, so that's kind of a cool bonus right there. I think I'm going to mostly use my GoPro, but I do have the Insta360 X3, and I've got a new camera from Insta360 that I'm not allowed to talk about yet because it's brand new. So when that one comes out, I will hopefully be able to show you guys that one. And it should be around the same time that I'm taking off on my trip, so we should be able to get a couple videos done about that too. I've got my microphone and my camera set up so that I can do a little bit of vlogging while we're out riding. So I'm trying to get all my gear ready, and I only have a couple more days, so I got to get all that stuff finished up, start packing, get ready to go, and I'm super excited to do this trip. I still have a couple of these motorcycles in the garage right now that I picked up from Amazon last year, and I've got a couple more coming in. In the meantime, the Norway trip is going to be all I'm focusing on. And then when I get back, I'm leaving to go to China to do some work over there. And while I'm there, I'm actually going to see if I can figure out who's making these motorcycles and sending them over here. See if I can get a connection over there. I'm really interested in some electric motorcycles. Some of these ones that, like the Life and brand, I'd love to track those guys down and try to figure out where they are. Bring in some motorcycles that are bigger than 250s. The ones that I've gotten so far, they're all kind of stuck around that 65, 70 mile an hour range. So they don't go very fast. Not that you need to, but sometimes you need to. So I'm curious about that. So I've got a lot going on. I'm going to keep you guys as posted as I can. And I think I'm going to do more live stuff just so I don't have to edit. And especially when I'm traveling, it's not going to be really possible for me to do editing. So we may just end up doing some live stuff like this where it's just straight out of the camera, one shot. Hope I get it right. And if I don't and I'm fumbling with my words, let me know about it. Just tell me how terrible I am at it, and I'll try to straighten out. I'll try to be better for you guys. Whatever I can do to make you guys happier, that's my job. So hopefully this is going to work out, and thank you guys so much for watching. But I'm leaving on the 1st. I'm going to get you guys from the airplane to the airplane to the airplane to the motorcycle rental to our first camp spot, and we'll probably do that in day 1 or 2. I will see you at the airplane. I'll see you at the airplane. Next time you see me, I'll be at an airplane and I'll be getting on it to go to Norway.